Greetings, everyone. Future feature film director, the Rookie Critic here, and you're probably wondering why in the hell would I stay subscribed to the Rookie Critic? He doesn't upload consistently. He uploads random videos sometimes that aren't just movie reviews. He doesn't live stream anymore. What's the point? Well, I'm going to let you guys know what I've been up to, streams that I've been on, streams that I'm a co-host on, and what I have planned for the channel going forward. I'll start with me being a co-host on other channels. Every Wednesday night, you can catch me on the Physical Media Show on Fanzine Vids channel every 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where on the Physical Media Show, we bring on physical media and we talk about it. And of course, for people that know me, the Rookie Critic, I have a lot of movies that I need to catch up on to actually be in the know with film and whatnot. So I bought a ton of movies. These guys have really incentivized me to collect some physical media. I splurged on a lot of movies to watch, so I'm not going to buy any movies for a while now. I've got a bunch. That's kind of the fun of the Physical Media Show. I am more of the noob on the channel. I'm the rookie. I'm the one who's the least experienced with film. Fanzine and Tom Connors, they've grown up with movies their whole lives and know so much about films. A lot of the clips that you'll see on my channel are clips from the Physical Media Show. Like a lot of my reviews that you'll see on here, my first time watches, some of them will be from the Physical Media Show, because you're not only getting my review, you're getting a lot of their input and their information on there. So I like to clip those here, but you guys can catch us on the Physical Media Show. I'll link that down below every Wednesday. And the second show that I'm a co-host on is All American Beef, which is on Black Angus Reviews channel every 9 p.m. Eastern, or 9:15 p.m. Eastern, every Thursday evening. So you get the Physical Media Show on Wednesday, All American Beef on Thursday, two different channels. Angus and I will talk about a variety of different things. We'll talk about Star Wars stuff, pop culture things, whatever movies are going on. Sometimes we'll just watch something and want to talk about that. We'll bring on guests that have different things they want to talk about. So we go through quite the variety over there. As for what I've been up to lately, I've been working on the Fat Speedster sequel to the Fat Speedster series that I made last year. You guys can check that out on my channel if you haven't yet. It's like the last one that I did was me dipping my toes back into the water into filmmaking, because the last thing I really made before that was the Rookie's Quest trilogy, which is what I'm most known for in my sphere for filmmaking and stuff, which was very cringe looking back at it, but it was really fun because it brought like 130 people around YouTube and stuff, big and small, into a video. And I've done the tomato stop motion skits and little shorts, but other than that, I haven't done much. So the Fat Speedster was my way of dipping my toes back in. And you know what? There's enough there for a story that I decided I'm going to continue that into like a little bit longer sequel series to that. And I've been working on that. There's other YouTubers that are going to be in it. We got Force of Light Entertainment, Rev Kev, Mara Jade, got Dreaming Tabitha. I've got my ex-coworker. He's like an hour away from me. He's a pilot. He's gonna fly down and film with me a little bit with that, and that's been fun to work on. I've got to lose a little bit of weight before that, though. Even though the character is fat, it's the Fat Speedster. He's supposed to have lost a little bit of weight since the last season, so I still gotta work on that a little bit before then.
Do you seriously know just how bad one freaking can of Pepsi is for you? One can contains 150 calories, 41 grams of sugar, 12 fluid ounces of caffeine. Seriously, this is just one little can we're talking about right here. How many of those do you have in a day? What in the world do you think you can get out of that drink other than rotting teeth, kidney stones, and diabetes?
For the longest time, I've said that I'm going to review comic books, and I have like over 30 or 40, 50 comic books that from campaigns that I've helped back, but I have not read yet. The first one that I've already read. So all these ones in my hand right now, I have read. I've read The Ace. I have read Fall of Man. I have read War Party. I have read Shadow of the Kraken, and I have read Pirate Queen. These will be the first of my comic book reviews. I've read them. Now I just need to write and record the reviews for them and stuff. The reason why my reviews for a lot of things don't come out so quickly is because I don't just do like a straight up recording. I like to script it. I like to really pick out what I want to say, how I'm going to format it, edit it, try to make it kind of fun. I want to make comic book reviews that are different than typical ones that you see, because my commentary has nothing to do typically with their paper quality, with the ink quality. I might mention whether I like some of the drawing styles are not, but there's not too much to say about that alone. So it's typically breaking down the story, the characters, and what actually happens in the books. So I'm going to start doing those now. Got a lot to go through, and I'm going to try to pace these out to be like one comic book review a week, probably should be good. Some of you may not be aware of what has happened to the Fandom Collective. That was something that Flipped Out and I would run together, and we'd share out people's channels, promote people. We had our own channel and would post videos there. I posted a lot of my fan film reactions, my appreciation videos, and a lot of my content, half my content would go to that channel, and we'd put a lot of our time into that Twitter. Well, just a quick update if you guys aren't aware of what happened to it. We were doing fine with it a while ago, but then Twitter changed some of their rules and suddenly deleted our Twitter. They deleted our Twitter. It had over 5,000 followers on it. That was the main audience and what people were there for. And so we made a second Twitter account that we paid for and everything. We thought that it needed more verification that we're human or something, that like, okay, you guys are a real account. You guys should be good. But then it didn't really matter. They deleted that one too after a little while, which kind of killed the entire business that we had with it. And then on top of that, we're going to still maybe find a way to continue in some way, shape, or form. But then on the YouTube end, we were approved to be monetized, but then failed in the monetization process because I said there's too much copyright on the channel and wouldn't point out any of the specific videos. And I mean, we did like over 100 fan film reactions. And so, yeah, some of them get copyright clipped, whether it's music or whatever on there. And so we can't just remove all of them. That's where most of the watch hours came from. So it was just kind of like, all right, just let it be. Just let it. We'll leave the channel up as it is. The Twitter accounts are inaccessible anyway. So what else can we do? We just kind of let it go from there. As far as the future goes, videos that I used to post on the Fandom Collective, I'll be posting here now, like the fan film reactions and the appreciation videos. I'm going to bring those back to this channel. That's where they started anyway, was here. Other content that you've seen on here before for a little bit, but then I unlisted, was game clips. And I'm not a huge gamer. I have a console. I don't have like a streaming PC, and I don't feel like getting all of the necessary stuff to like properly live stream gameplay. I'm not much of a commentator when I'm gaming. I'd rather listen to podcasts, listen to music, listen to other stuff while I'm playing a game. So my own commentary during gameplay isn't that worth it, but I do have some funny game clips, and I posted like over 40 or so game clips from playing like Power World, Assassin's Creed, Halo, and a couple of other things that are pretty funny. Because on Xbox, they do at least have an option where you can record like the last 5 minutes of gameplay, and that's how I got a lot of my clips. And Jealous Draven showed me a way I could do like a live streaming of my gameplay on Twitch, though the problem is my audio while I'm talking through that, while I tried talking through it, clips out here and there. It doesn't always work. And the last thing as far as content goes, you guys may be aware, I did an announcement for this earlier this year, last year, I believe, about I had a damsel channel, a damsel in distress channel, talking about that trope and movies that have the trope and talking about the scenes and stuff. I had a channel for it that was quite successful. It had over 3,000 subscribers. It had consistent views. I had over 100,000 views on some of the videos, and it was doing really well. But then YouTube just randomly deleted it, probably because they saw they changed they update their build their stats on what's acceptable or whatnot, and just like, oh nope, that's not safe. No, I'm gonna get rid of all that stuff. So they got rid of that. But I made a second YouTube channel for it, a second damsel channel. So I linked that down below. I haven't started too much content on there yet. I'm very much trying to decide how I'm going to make those videos, because I don't want it to be a big waste of my time. The videos that I have uploaded on there so far, one of them has an AI voice that I tried on there, because some of the videos that I was making were informative in terms of just like factually like the movies that they are, and not going into too much detail. There were some that I would do where I go really in depth and go into like a bigger range of the topic or of the movie or the scene, and then other ones where I'm just more informative. And those ones I would do an AI voice for. It's what I'm testing to see if that works well or not. As far as like, so I don't have to record and edit the recording. I could pump out videos faster. It wouldn't take up as much of my time from other stuff that I'm trying to work on. I'm just testing that out, seeing if that works. And if it doesn't, then I'll just record the old-fashioned way with the microphone and stuff. But I might make a second damsel channel to that one, so they're technically I would have made 3, but I'd have 2 active ones, where the main one is where I post the more in-depth stuff, the more in-depth movie reviews, where I go into the movies that have the damsel trope and where they portray them the best or the worst ways and whatnot. And then have the other one that's the more informative about the movie itself, that doesn't give too much commentary. It's more informative. Might have that be a second channel, but we'll see. That's all that I have for content that I'm working on. All that I'm going to be trying to do. The Fat Speedster short film is going to be the major one that I'm going to be working on. They'll take up the most of my time. I don't have a release date in mind for that, other than sometime next year. I know it'll take me a while to make with everybody and the amount of stuff that they have to work with too. So sometime in 2025 is when you can expect that. And the final thing that I want to mention is my Patreon. I'm going to relaunch, repush that. Same with my memberships. I haven't done much with them lately. I don't want to have too many rewards on there. It's mostly going to be a way to support me. There will be some benefits for you, sure, and there might be some things that I post there that won't be up on my YouTube. That'll just be exclusive. They'll be exclusive there. If anything, you might be able to get like a first watch at some things that I'm going to post later, because I'm going to be trying to have things recorded ahead of time for schedule to post things. So you might see things like that. Or if I record something and decide to scrap it, that I'm not going to post on the channel, I might post it on the Patreon instead. And yeah, that'll be a way to help support me. I'm going to be trying to get artists to make thumbnails for the Fat Speedster, because I feel like having some cool thumbnails on the short films would be kind of cool. And if I can get different artists to work on those just for the thumbnails, movie covers, what I'm essentially going for, would be pretty cool. I might do a crowdfund for it, for the art for that stuff, but I'm not sure. I have to figure out. I don't even have in mind who I'd pick yet. So we'll see. In the next few months, I'm going to be trying to narrow down all of the things I want to do with the Fat Speedster, because the script is done. I've got my cast ready. We're all just about ready to start filming. So I'm going to be trying to narrow down all that stuff in the next couple of months. And that's about all I've got to say. And you guys have a great rest of your day.